All right. So this is my Grizzly. There's my wife's Wolverine. I kind of like blue machines, as you can see. And a while back, I've told you that I ordered a lot of parts. Here's a new trunk and lid, all factory stuff. Headlight, back covers. We got a gasket for that. Battery hold down bracket. A lid thing for this. Because this one's swelled or something, because it just pops off like that. Oh, throwing that around. I've got all the plastic ordered. I do have the back fender for it. I'm debating on ordering this piece because that's the only one I didn't order. I don't know why, but I didn't. I ordered a bunch of like the little rubber grommet things, like that one's missing these things. So I figured I'd take some of them and replace them. I think I ordered enough to replace them all. I've got all new relays that came with the clips, so I can go ahead and clip them all in where they're supposed to be. And I got the battery hold down and the cover for it. See, there's a couple of the clips, but they don't fit the relays because all the relays are aftermarket. But one of the things is I don't know if you can see that. I have play, look right here. I have play right there and those bushings. So I ordered those bushings. And it looks like you're supposed to take like the airbox off and all kinds of other stuff. I don't think we're gonna do that. So I think what we're gonna do is I think I can sneak in here and I can take this bracket off, and then when that bracket is unbolted, I should be able to, I'm gonna take my dash off here, which it's only a couple bolts. I'll do that while we're talking. Show you what I'm going to do. Try to do. I don't know if this will work. And maybe this is how you're supposed to do it. I don't know that either. I don't know anything about the bike. Besides, it's a 700 and it's fun to ride. So maybe that pulls the dash off? Sure it does. So we'll get that out of the way. Ish. So then, I think I can sneak my ratchet wrench in there, and I can take the two bolts off that go through this piece, and then with this bracket bolted, it ought to fall down. I can leave the bolts in it, pull the clamshell, take this bushing out, push that bushing out and around there, and replace the bushings, and not have to take the airbox and whatever else part. So, I think that would be a big time saver if that would work. So let me get you sat down here somewhere on some metal and see if we can get this done. Actually, here, how about if you go on the brand new, you won't be able to see anything there. Okay. How about, I don't know, hang on. How about there? Even though it doesn't look like the steer box is on there with a bunch, but I didn't know what all was connected to it. I had no idea, so it looks like it's some weird bungee strap thing in the front, but this ought to be fine. Just cover off the handlebars maybe. See dropping a bolt in my future. Oh boy. Don't drop. Okay. Alright. Well, that's all super loose, right? Hang on a second. Will that slide up? Never thought about that. I bet you this will slide up. I mean, the new one might not, but that one slides up. Okay. The other side. Oh, it's got some stays on it. Hang on. It's got these little safety clips. Can you guys see what I'm doing here? Kinda. There you go. It's got this little safety clip, whatever you want to call it. Little steel piece that folds over. It's a tab that holds the nut. I'm sure they've got one on both sides. They do, but both sides on the bottom. Okay. Let's get this one first. Smaller bolts. Yes, hang on. I think it's not 13, it's 12. Yeah, it's 12. And it'd probably be easier to take everything apart, and it probably would. But let's enjoy the challenge of doing it this way. Let's see. Thing acts like that won't come apart there. It's nice and worn out. Let's just get this out of the way. We'll go ahead and pull this one out of the way. So this deal was in there, and we'll take our new one. Hopefully these pieces here aren't worn because they feel like plastic. They could very easily be worn. So let's put this back in here. That is in the way. Yeah, it would have been way easier just to get everything out of the way, but that's okay. I wanted to see if we could just get it out, replace it, and be done. Not have to take all kinds of crazy stuff apart. Okay, that was like that. This was like this. That slid into there. Put the bolts in so it kind of holds all that lined up, if you will. That was all like that. It's tight to get the camera in here, my hands in here and everything, so if you guys need to do this on yours, you're looking at it, you kind of know what I'm doing. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this snugged up, and oh no, I can't just snug it up and not, because I have to tighten down those little lock tabs. How are we going to do that? Am I not turning anything? Let's go. There it is. Do this, say something. Okay, so I think if I tighten those down all the way, they're just snugged up right now. I can still get that to maneuver down. So tighten these up. I need to get it maneuvered to where I can knock those tabs over. It's kind of ball joint. Alright, that one's over. I'll show you guys what I'm doing here in a minute. Let me go ahead and get it knocked over. What I did was knock this little tab over to hold the flat. Same thing on that side. Now we will scooch that down. I don't have anything metal up here. Normally there's a battery hold down, but it's not there yet. I have it over there. Maybe we'll do that next. All right, let's scooch this down. Okay. Bolts over here on this other side. Extension. There it is. All right. Started. Get the other side started first before we tighten stuff down. You know what's gonna happen? Somebody's gonna be like, man, you know, you take like this little flap, it looks like this little rubber flap up front, and you could probably take the air box off and be like, you know, you could have got that air box out of your way with like the little flap and like one nut or something. I don't know how it comes off. I didn't really look at it. I wasn't super worried about it, to be honest with you. It looked like I could sneak it out like that, and I could, because I did. That's tight. All right. Well, that was very simple. Granted, I had all my plastic off already, except for my cover here, but let's see. Ooh, nice. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no more wiggle. No more wiggle. All right. Well, I know I've got all my relays. Is that my diode? That might be my diode. I ordered a diode. There's a diode somewhere up here. Like, see, this is supposed to go into this little rubber thing. And I don't know. They had stuff just running everywhere. All right, let me get you set up, I guess, on this front bumper because it keeps wanting to magnetize you there. And we'll be back in a few minutes and we'll kind of clean up the engine bay. So give me a minute. All right, well, we're just going to cut that, video off of replacing the steering bushing. I'm just going to do a bunch of particular repairs on a Grizzly because this has a lot of them. But obviously you'd put your plastic back together, but I've got some other things I need to do. I'm going to tidy all this up in the next video. So if you want to know how to tighten up your steering, it's these two bushings here. Let's see what part number, where'd the bags go? They blew around. Mine happened to be a 1CT-F3812-00. Made in USA. Look at that. Huh. All right. Didn't expect to see that. But anyways, that's replacing the steering bushings on, this is a 2013 Grizzly 700 four-wheel drive. So there you go. Now we're going to tidy up the under the dash area in the next video.